Hey there, watch enthusiasts. Are you a fan of luxury watches? Then you don't want to miss this video about one of the most prestigious watch brands in the world, Rolex. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the insane history of Rolex watches, from the company's early beginnings to its most iconic models. So if you're ready to learn more about this legendary brand, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. The early days of Rolex, 1905 to 1910. Rolex, one of the most iconic watch brands in the world, was founded in 1905 by two enterprising young men, Hans Wilsdorf and Alfred Davis. They started their journey in London, England, and called their company Wilsdorf and Davis. At first, they imported Swiss movements, put them in British-made watch cases, and sold them to jewelers. Despite the initial success, Wilsdorf and Davis had bigger aspirations. They dreamt of creating their own watch brand with high-quality movements and stylish designs that could rival the best in the market. In the early days of Rolex, the company faced stiff competition from established watch manufacturers, but Wilsdorf and Davis persevered. They set out to create watches that were precise, durable, and elegant. They focused on innovations that would set them apart from their competitors, such as automatic movements that wound themselves with the movement of the wearer's wrist. They also experimented with different materials for watch cases and crystals, including gold and sapphire, which gave their watches a distinct look and feel. In 1908, Wilsdorf secured the name Rolex for the brand. The origin of the name is still debated, but some suggest that it comes from the French phrase horlogerie exquise, which means exquisite watchmaking. Wilsdorf believed that the name should be short, easy to pronounce in any language, and memorable, and Rolex met all of these criteria. Despite the challenges and setbacks in the early days, Wilsdorf and Davis persevered, and Rolex continued to grow in popularity. In 1910, Rolex was awarded the first ever Swiss certificate of chronometric precision, an achievement that cemented the company's reputation for quality and precision. The story behind the name Rolex. Have you ever stopped to think about how Rolex got its name? It's actually a fascinating story that's worth knowing. The man behind the brand, Hans Wilsdorf, claimed that he was riding a horse-drawn bus when he heard a mysterious voice whisper the name Rolex in his ear. At that moment, he knew he had found the perfect name for his new luxury watch company. Wilsdorf's vision was to create a brand that would be recognized globally and would evoke feelings of luxury and sophistication. He knew that the name of his company would play a vital role in achieving that vision. Therefore, he wanted something that was simple, memorable, and easy to pronounce in any language. After considering various options, he felt that Rolex embodied all these qualities. The name Rolex doesn't actually have any specific meaning or reference to the watches themselves. Instead, it's a made-up name that has become synonymous with luxury and quality over time. Wilsdorf was a genius when it came to marketing and branding, and the name Rolex has played a huge part in the company's success. Interestingly, Wilsdorf had tried many other names before he heard the mysterious voice on the bus. He had even registered several other names for his company, including W&D and La Generale Watch Company. However, none of these names felt right, and he kept searching for the perfect name. From London to Switzerland, 1919 to 1920. In the year 1919, Rolex made a significant move from London to the beautiful city of Geneva in Switzerland. This was a pivotal moment in the company's history, as Geneva became the new home of the world-renowned luxury watch brand. Today, Rolex headquarters are still located in Geneva, where the company continues to produce some of the most sought-after watches in the world. It was in the year 1920 that Rolex underwent a name change from its original name, Wilsdorf and Davis Limited, to Montres Rolex SA. The SAS stands for Société Anonyme, which translates to limited company later on. The name changed once again to the more simplified Rolex SA. The decision to move to Geneva was an important one for Rolex. The city had a long-standing reputation for producing high-quality watches, and Rolex wanted to be a part of that tradition. Additionally, Switzerland was politically neutral and had a stable economy, making it an ideal location for a luxury brand like Rolex to set up shop. Moving to Switzerland allowed Rolex to take advantage of the country's highly skilled watchmakers and advanced technology. The move also gave the brand access to the world's finest materials, such as gold and diamonds. which were essential in creating the exquisite and highly coveted watches that Rolex is known for today: innovations and patents. The history of Rolex is a history of innovation. Since its inception, Rolex has secured over 500 different patents. The company has over 2,000 employees in just the manufacturing and assembly of movements, and it also has several research and development departments looking at everything from new watches to efficient manufacturing and testing. First waterproof watch, 1926. In 1926, Rolex changed the watch industry forever by inventing the first waterproof case. This groundbreaking innovation used a patented screw-down crown, case back and winding crown, and was called the Rolex Oyster case. To demonstrate the waterproof qualities of the Oyster, Rolex put fish tanks in shop windows with the watch submerged. The first person to wear the Oyster on a daring adventure was Mercedes Gleitz, a British professional swimmer, and the first woman to swim the English Channel. Although Gleitz did not complete her swim across the channel, the watch remained accurate in cold seawater and hours of immersion. Perpetual rotor, 1931. In 1931, Rolex came up with another groundbreaking innovation, the perpetual rotor, which is now known as an automatic or self-winding movement. The perpetual rotor would turn 360 degrees and generate energy for the mainspring. This was incorporated into the Oyster case, resulting in the Oyster Perpetual model. Glided, however, during that time, the rotor was quite thick, which led to Rolex adjusting the case back to make up for the added thickness. This gave birth to the Rolex bubbleback models. Nowadays, rotors have been thinned out and glided around a track on the movement, and some have even been turned into micro rotors that sit in the movement, allowing for ultra-thin watches. Rolex innovations and explorations. Rolex, a renowned watch brand, is known for its innovative and reliable timepieces. One of the notable additions to the Oyster Perpetual line was the automatic date complication, introduced in 1945. This watch was the first automatic chronometer to display the date on the dial. The Day-Date model, launched in 1956, was the first to display both the day and the date. This model was famously worn by US President Lyndon B. Johnson and became known as the President's Watch. It features a unique three-piece link bracelet called the President Bracelet. Founder Hans Wilsdorf believed in constantly pushing the boundaries of innovation. The brand's involvement in some of the most significant exploration, sports, and entertainment events is a testament to this. With an entire collection named Explorer, it's clear that the brand has a history in exploration. Wilsdorf considered the world a living laboratory and sent his watches into the unknown. In 1933, a Rolex accompanied the Houston expedition on its flight over Mount Everest. 20 years later, Sir Edmund Hillary and Sherpa Tenzing Norgay became the first men to summit the peak. While the expedition team received prototype watches, it is believed that Hillary wore a Smith's Deluxe instead of his Rolex, while Norgay wore his Oyster Perpetual Bubbleback. This event inspired the development of the Explorer watch, which was released in 1953. In 2012, filmmaker and explorer James Cameron descended solo into the Challenger Deep, with the Rolex Deep Sea Challenge affixed to an outside robotic arm. Rolex honored this dive with the Deep Sea Deep Blue, which features a blue to black gradient dial, symbolizing the ocean's depth. The watch has a waterproof rating of 3,900 meters, 12,800 feet. The deepest dive by a watch is credited to the Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep Professional, which is rated for 10,982 meters but tested to 15,000 meters of water resistance. The arts and cinema. Rolex has always been a brand loved by celebrities, but it has also had a strong connection to the arts beyond just being worn by famous people. As a founding supporter of the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, Rolex has a special relationship with cinema, including its connection to the James Bond franchise. In fact, the museum even has a gallery dedicated to exploring the link between Rolex and the film industry. Additionally, since 2016, Rolex has been sponsoring the Green Room at the Oscars, but Rolex artistic partnerships extend beyond the film industry. The brand sponsors some of the world's most prestigious musical events, including the Summer Night Concert by the Vienna Philharmonic, the Salzburg Festival, and the Whitsun Festival, collaborating with some of the top musicians and conductors. Rolex non-profit. Rolex has always been an unconventional brand that stood out from other watch manufacturers and corporations. The founder, Hans Wilsdorf, was a visionary leader who pushed for new initiatives and a strong focus on research and development. Upon his death in 1960, the ownership of Rolex SA and its interlinked sub-companies, such as Tudor, passed to the Hans Wilsdorf Foundation. This foundation was originally founded in 1945 after the death of Wilsdorf's first wife. Since then, the foundation has continued to support innovation within the brand, as well as in the arts and cultures. The non-profit foundation has various initiatives, such as the Mentor and Protégé program, which supports young talent in the arts, and scholarships for students. It also responds to public and private social service requests, making a positive impact on communities. Wilsdorf made Geneva his home and was involved with the community while living there, and this continues through the foundation. Due to its non-profit status and Swiss law, the company is tax-exempt on its estimated $5 billion in annual revenue. Although the inner workings of the foundation remain mostly secret, Rolex website highlights its numerous partnerships and sponsorship. The foundation has also publicly executed a few notable deeds, such as offering $100 million towards the acquisition of a new and large campus for Geneva's Applied Arts School in 2007 and designing and constructing the Hans Wilsdorf Bridge that spans across the Arve River, current and past Rolex models. Rolex has remained true to its original designs over the years, with only minor changes made to its models. While many watch brands changed during the quartz crisis, Rolex maintained its focus on sports watches and has only grown in popularity in recent years. The company divides its watches into two categories: classic watches and professional watches. Classic watches. Rolex currently produces 7 types of classic watches. These model families include: Number 1. Oyster Perpetual. Introduced in 1926, this was the original watch that launched the brand. In 2021, the model family introduced vivid colors seen in past versions. Oyster Perpetual models range from 28 to 41 mm with classic design and oyster bracelet style. Number 2. Date Just. Launched in 1945, the Date Just featured the automatic date feature within the Oyster Perpetual case. Today, it features a variety of bezels, dials, and materials, including precious metals and stainless steel. It currently ranges from 31 to 41 mm. Number 3. Day Date. Launched in 1956, this model family is only available in yellow gold, white gold, platinum, or ever rose gold. A bespoke day display is available in a variety of languages. Current production day date models range in size from 36 to 40 mm. Number 4. Sky Dweller. Launched in 2012, the Sky Dweller is the newest model added to the Rolex family. It features a ring command system to adjust the annual calendar. This is done by pulling out the crown and rotating the bezel to different positions. The watch is Rolex's most complicated model and measures 42 mm. Number 5. Cellini. The Cellini is the brand's most formal watch. While the Oyster Perpetual, Date Just, or Day Date may be dressed up, they all feature an oyster case with a water resistance of 100 mm. The modern Cellini has a water resistance of 50 meters and measures 39 millimeters. Number 6. Lady Date Just. Launched in 1957, the ladies' version of the Date Just is known for its gem-set bezels and hour markers, but is available in different metals and bezel options. The precious metal ladies' size Date Just, including the 31mm, are the only models with a president bracelet available outside of the Day Date family. Number 7. Pearlmaster. Launched in 1992, the gem-set Pearlmaster takes the Oyster Perpetual Date Just to the next level. The dial, case, and bracelet are all gem-set to different levels, showcasing the artistry of the watchmakers. The collection launched in 1992, and Rolex selects the finest of diamonds inspected by their in-house gemology laboratory. Rolex has a rich history and continues to produce watches that are timeless and classic. Their dedication to innovation and excellence has made them one of the most respected and admired watch brands in the world. Professional watches. Rolex is renowned for producing watches that can withstand extreme conditions, and their professional watch models are no exception. These watches are designed to be worn in challenging environments and are highly popular among sports enthusiasts, professionals, and collectors alike. The Explorer and Explorer 2 models were launched in 1953 and 1970. Respectively, the Explorer features a reinforced case and legible dials and is perfect for adventurers who want to explore new territories. The Explorer 2, on the other hand, has a larger case size and contrasting 24-hour hand, making it ideal for spelunkers and explorers who may find themselves in environments with little to no natural light. The Submariner collection, launched in 1953, is another popular Rolex professional watch. This iconic model has seen minor adjustments over the years and is available in a variety of metals. In 2020, the collection saw an increase in case of size from 40 to 41 millimeters. The Submariner is highly favored among divers and water sports enthusiasts as it is water resistant up to 300 meters. The Cosmograph Daytona, named after the famous Florida Speedway, was introduced in 1963 and has become one of the most sought-after Rolex models. The Daytona is available in various metals, but the oyster steel version is especially popular among collectors. The most recent models, launched in 2016, feature a ceramic bezel with a white or black dial. The Sea Dweller family, launched in 1967, was designed for deep-sea divers with a water resistance of 4,000 feet. In 2008, the deep-sea model was introduced, which can withstand depths of up to 12,800 feet. The Deep Sea is also available with the D Blue dial, which was created to commemorate James Cameron's dive in 2012. Conclusion. In conclusion, Rolex watches have a rich history of innovation and precision. The brand has been consistent in its designs over the years, while also pushing the boundaries with new technology and features. From the first waterproof case to the perpetual rotor and beyond, Rolex has established itself as one of the most respected and coveted watch brands in the world. If you enjoyed learning about the history of Rolex watches, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching.